speaker. I'm a person that basically speaks straight from my heart, and that's the way I've always been. I say that to tell you that straight from my heart, I love Paulding County more than you could ever believe. I've been here 23 years. My wife Julie and I, we've got 5 boys. We've raised a lot of other boys. We've got 27, 26, 22, 17, and 14. 17 and 14 were adopted. We were almost empty nesters. Don't ask me why we signed back up to say, but we did. But the answer to asking me why is that was a God thing. And those boys were brought to us. We're foster parents, and they weren't going to go anywhere else, so they adopted us first. And we didn't have a choice, so we adopted them. But I love Paulding County with all my heart. I speak straight from my heart. You've probably seen that maybe in the last 6 months of the commissioner meetings. We've had a lot going on. I'd like to share just a little bit with you because I have a lot of people ask me a lot of questions about the airport. And I want to let you know out loud, I've tried to my best, let you know exactly where I stand on the airport. In '75, we voted on the airport. Paulding County did, the people that were here at that time. And the vote was 2-1 against it. In '99, we voted on the airport. And some people say, well, we didn't vote on the airport, we voted on funding the airport. And that's true, but in the long story short, we still voted on the airport. And it was a 2-1 against the airport. Today, we've had a PR group along with a lot of volunteers knocking on doors. We've knocked on somewhere over 9,000 doors throughout the county, not just Post 2, Post 1, 2, 3, and 4, Bentwater, East Paulding. And right now, all of those combined, it's 2.5 to 1 against the airport. Now, just so that you know where I stand is this. I know, along with you guys, that we have an airport out there. All right? It was built for general aviation, and it was promised to be general aviation. In fact, from the leaders in the county at that time, in our chamber, from the leaders in the county, our past chairman, our past commissioners that I've spoke to, and in meetings that I was in, that I was a part of inside the meeting as a citizen, the law firm that represents the school board, they also represent the IBA, the Airport Authority, and us, the Board of Commissioners. The law firm even, in fact, there's lawsuits out there, settlements out there in the past that have been done on properties out there in the lawsuit that states it's not commercial, won't be commercial. Everybody is always promised no commercial. So I stand on 2 grounds when it comes to the airport. When it comes to general aviation airport, we have the airport. It's out there. And we need to work to make that successful, and I want to do that. And I think that we have failed, and our leadership has failed, in making that general aviation airport successful. Because so far we have not made it successful. Okay? We haven't brought businesses out there that were promised that would be brought out to the airport. Back in '04, when it was talked about, in fact, the chairman of the Airport Authority, Calvin Thompson, said that, hey, if this was going to be commercial, I wouldn't even be a part of it. Period, cut and dry, would not be a part of it. Now, he's still the chairman today, and that tone's changed. Just because that tone has changed, just because the economy's tough and things aren't going well, doesn't mean that we can sell out our people. We made a commitment to our people. We promised the people, the leadership in the past promised the people no commercial. So these are the 2 areas I stand on. We need to make it successful. We need to do what we can do to make it successful with making sure that we take care of our community, keep our commitments to the citizens of Paulding County, and do what we can do. However, the way this whole deal was done is absolutely wrong. You don't do things behind closed doors. You don't go have 2-day retreats out of the county. You just don't do it. You don't use code words, code names, and everything else. I understand that when you're bringing businesses in here that we try to be careful and we want to make sure that we get the business and another county doesn't get the business. I understand that. But when it comes to a major thing of taking a general aviation airport and turning it into commercial, don't give me the code names. Don't do it. Bring it to the people. If you want to change your mind and you want to say, hey, we're going to take general aviation and we need to make it commercial, you made a commitment to the people, take it to the people. Let them vote on it. Period, cut and dry. Some of you in here may be for it. Some of you in here may be against it. But the bottom line is this. If we take it to the people and it's voted on, then that's what it is, and we can all say, hey, it was done out front. I don't agree with the way it was done. Behind closed doors, code words, and 2-day retreats is not the way that you do business. If you're for that, as a citizen, if you're okay with that, the airport may not be in your backyard. What's going to be in your backyard with code names, 2-day retreats, and behind closed doors? All right? The other thing is, I'm trying my best and working my hardest to keep commitments and promises that were made by elected officials and leaders in this county in the past. And they made a simple promise. It's in black and white. It's on film. It's on all kind of documentation. We promised no commercial, general aviation only. So those are the two grounds I stand on. The way it was done and the promises that were broken. We can't do that. There can be a plan that we can all come together to make that airport successful. Will it happen overnight? Absolutely not. Have people been working on it day and night to make it successful? Absolutely not. And to go and take a pipe dream from somebody out of New York and do this and sell your citizens out is wrong. I think y'all have seen where I stand. I will not waver on it. I will continue to fight to the end. And until there's a commercial flight flying out of there, I won't stop. Whether